All right, we'll see how this goes. Let me know in the comments, because I'm sure people are going to watch this not right now, but after, how you're hearing me. I'm trying with the headset because I thought you could hear me a little better than the just the laptop microphone. Can you see this stack of books? And behind it, I have Pop Funkos and comics. I was going to say it's been a while, but if you were over at the Forge YouTube channel, Matt Forsner, we were actually on there not too long ago. We try every couple months to do a group chat. So we were on there, chatted for a while. Yeah, I'm trying this new YouTube thing. They have this, I don't have to do Google Hangouts now. I can go live right from YouTube, which is amazing. Because it's way, way easier. If anyone does pop, like I said, I never expect people to pop in. It's like the middle of the day. I work nights tonight, so but I do have the chat open. You can say hello. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I've been hitting my BMVs pretty hard. So I talked about that last video I made, I think, or a couple videos. There's stores, kind of in the States, how you guys always talk about ollies. It's kind of like that. It's like discount books, movies, comics, trades, but they get like a lot of brand new stuff in. But I don't know how their business model works, but they basically sell it for like 50% of the actual price. So like I usually I get a lot of trades there for $10 and under that are like brand new and are normally like 20, 30 plus dollars. And then movies are great, usually anywhere from like $4.99 to, depending on what kind of movie it is. And yeah, so a lot of that, a lot of books, some toys, some games. So let's just start. So it was my birthday on the 26th of May. So decided to get like a haircut and a beard, get all looking good. Bought this sweet Return of the Living Dead shirt from a local shop I really enjoy called Black Market. They make their own t-shirts, and all the shirts are like previously used, previously worn shirts. So it's kind of cool. They recycle shirts and then plain shirts and then put their own thing on it. So another thing, oh, sorry, still sick. I've been sick for like a month with allergies. Another thing I got for my myself, because I need some new shirts. Shout out to CJ. I was in Old Navy. I was looking for like pants or something, and I randomly saw this Rocco Modern Life shirt, and I was like, I must own that. I didn't buy the matching socks. I should have bought the matching socks, but we'll make regrets. We all make regrets in life. I don't really have this sorted in birthday order, so I'll just tell you where I got it if it's a birthday, that kind of thing. So I'm going to start with Blu-Rays. Blu-Rays. Actually picked up quite a few Blu-Rays the last little bit. I picked up Room 237. I picked this up actually at a Dollarama at the dollar store. Every once in a while, I'll check it out. Because I've picked up movies that I've wanted in my collection, and they sell them for $3, like still wrapped. There's nothing. They're brand new. If you haven't seen this, I highly suggest it. Obviously, you have to A, have seen The Shining, and B, be a huge Stanley Kubrick and movie fan. So what this is it's a documentary about The Shining. Obviously, if you've seen it, Room 237 is the infamous room that all these things happen to Jack Nicholson's character, Jack Torrance. But this is basically a bunch of different film critics, as well as some professors, I think, film professors. And they actually, what they do is they break down theories on like little hidden Easter eggs that they believe Kubrick has left, because he's well known to be meticulous to detail. So he was very well known to do that, leave kind of like fun little things, just crazy stuff. Like there's like one person that's like, you have to watch it backwards and forwards and like superimpose them on top of each other. And he's talking about how like certain scenes mesh together where it's like giving you messages. And you know, obviously Kubrick is dead, but he was very known for that kind of thing. So I'm gonna throw. I don't have. I'm like, I have so much stuff. I'm running out of room. This I picked this up for my. I shouldn't say I picked it up for myself for my birthday. Basically, instead of like the hassle of someone getting you something that you don't need or want, usually my parents are always just like, here's a couple bucks, like just get something that you want to get for yourself. So I ended up buying Killer Clowns from Outer Space, the Arrow Blu-ray. This just came out. Yeah, this is I watched a little bit of it. I'm not watching all of it because my younger brother was like, "Oh man, I can't believe you got that. I want to watch. I haven't seen that since I was a kid." This is one of my favorite horror movies as a kid. Something I had on VHS ever since I remember. It came out in '89. I have it on DVD, and they put out a cheaper copy on Blu-ray, like just a $10 copy that I almost bought. And then I saw they announced that this came out last month, I believe. And I said, I have to own it. I might do like an unboxing type video. So I may do that. I know Count's been doing the Arrow videos, so I don't necessarily want to bite him. I want to bite his style, but I might show it off. See, that's just the slip cover, but it comes with some pretty cool stuff inside. Yeah. So I was pretty pumped to get that. It wasn't too bad. I think it was like, after shipping, I paid I think $39 for it, which pretty $40 I find for collector stuff is cool. Some more collector horror stuff. I grabbed I Madman. This wasn't a birthday thing. I'm really focusing my Blu-ray collection. I have a lot of Blu-ray. See over there, I just organized my shelf. That shelf goes all the way down and it's full. And then I still have stuff like just slotted in the top because I ran out of shelf space. Got a couple hundred DVDs in my, I can't point there, like in my TV stand that I'm converting to Blu-ray. So I'm really trying to focus where I want my collection. Obviously, my two biggest genres of movies are superhero stuff, comic book, like superhero comic book stuff, and horror movies. So other than Arrow, I collect Scream Factory stuff. These next two I found at BMV, and I found them super cheap. I mean, Scream Factory stuff usually goes for $25 and up when it comes out. So this stuff's like previously used, but always in good condition. They make sure it's always in top condition. So I got this for $12. I watched this the other night. Great movie. If you've never heard of it, I highly suggest watching it. The guy that wrote it is the guy that wrote Nightmare on Elm Street 2, which is Freddy's Revenge, which is like my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street. If you guys are horror people, you know that's like the big cult classic because it came out and like there were so many like undertones about homosexuality in it that they claim they didn't purposefully put in, but it's just such a great film. And yeah, after that, he went on to write the script for this, and it's a great movie, great little horror movie. And then for $12 as well, I picked up Death Valley. I don't know anything about this. I haven't watched it yet, but Scream always make sure to put out really good stuff. Yeah, it's got you're like, that kid kind of looks familiar. That's the kid from A Christmas Story. It's got the woman from Child's Play and the guy from Puppet Master. So it's got a pretty sweet cast. So I'm really pumped to dig into that. Comic book stuff. I know my comic people will enjoy that. I just picked this up the other day. I had it on DVD, but I didn't have it on Blu-ray. So just V for Vendetta. I picked this up for $4.99 or $5.99. So now I can get rid of the DVD. I have the higher quality Blu-ray. Then I picked up this this is my wife's favorite comic book movie. I picked this up for $4.99. Kick-Ass. I had one of those ones that I have it on Blu-ray, or I have it on DVD. I now have it on Blu-ray. I always come across it super cheap, but I'm always like, oh, I see this all the time. I'll just pick it up some other time. So I finally bit the bullet and said, I'm going to convert that. And then 2 animateds I grabbed, both from BMV. I grabbed this for $5.99, Wonder Woman. So I was pretty pumped to put that in my collection. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't seen this one yet, but everyone tells me it's really good. So I'm pumped about that. And then I picked this up for $6.99. Green Lantern First Flight. I haven't watched this one either, but I'm super excited to watch that. And that is it for movies. What will we show? We'll show the toys. So I was at my grocery store, and it's kind of like a super center. So they also have a toy section, like they sell clothes, all that kind of stuff. So we were just kind of looking around one day. They had these for $4.99, so I picked it up for my She-Hulk collection. So just a Hot Wheels She-Hulk on the van. They have a whole bunch of different ones. They're all vans, but they're all women of Marvel. And I love the old school art. They're using the first appearance, Savage She-Hulk. And then I saw these at the grocery store too, but I didn't buy it because I was like, I don't want it enough that I'll pay, like, I think it was like $20-25 regular price. But then I went to the Dollarama and they sell these for $3. So I picked up Supergirl from the DC Superhero Girls line. I love anything Supergirl, Superman. So for $3, I couldn't say no to this. I've been thinking about picking up the Batgirl one as too. They have like Batgirl, Bumblebee, Wonder Woman, and Harley Quinn. But this is the main one I wanted. So at the time, I just picked that up. And so that is it for toy stuff. Now, how am I going to do this? Let's show some Pop Funkos. So went to EB Games for my birthday. Decided I was going to spend a little money and grabbed a Dr. Ian Malcolm. I have like a platinum card from EB Games. So this ended up only costing me $7.99. And it's the sexy Jeff Goldblum with the shirt off laying down. So I am super pumped. I don't keep this stuff in the boxes. So he will probably not stay in the box. That's okay though. And I'll show these two together. So for my birthday, on my actual birthday, me and my partner and my brother and his partner went to like this poutine fest to eat all this delicious poutine. And I'm always the type, I'm like, you don't need to get me anything for my birthday. That's fine. You spend the day with me. That's cool. So he surprised me with 2 presents. So he picked me up Uncharted, the collection. So this has Uncharted, Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I got a PS4 at Christmas. I was a little slow on it, and I have not played any Uncharted game, like not for the PS3, nothing. So he was like, "You got to play this. These games are crazy." So I bought you this. So I said, "Thanks, bro." And then he hooked me up with a Lando Calrissian Pop Funko. I like Star Wars. Lando's one of my favorite characters. That's not why he got it for me, though. He got it for me because one of my, and I didn't, it's over there, and I don't want to get up and leave you. But basically, I'm a real big fan of Donald Glover and Childish Gambino. So he was like, this is a Childish Gambino Pop Funko, essentially. So how can you not have that in your collection? And I said, you are right. And what I'm not going over to get is my wife surprised me for my birthday and got me Awaken Love, Childish Gambino. That's his album that just won the Grammy. She got me that on vinyl. One of my all-time, it's already one of my favorite albums of all time. If you're really into like Parliament, George Clinton, just like real 70s like soul funk, that is the album. The album is incredible. Now we're gonna get into books. My partner's father and mother picked me up this. You Might Be from Nova Scotia ish if by Michael D'Adder. He does the editorial cartoons for the Nova Scotia Chronicle Herald, which is like the big paper in Nova Scotia. And yeah, just a book with literally, just editorial stuff about living in Nova Scotia and stuff that only Nova Scotians may get. Especially things like this, like you use some as a modifying adjective. That's some good. That is Nova Scotia to its core. So yeah, I got that. I've already read it. It's a great little read. What's next? This BMV picked this up for $1. F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby, an older Penguin edition. I love Penguin stuff. I've never read this book yet, and I wanted to, so why not pick it up for $1? It was on clearance. What else do we have? I went to a thrift store called Value Village. Picked up 2 books. I posted on Instagram. If you have me on Instagram, it's just, or you don't, you want to add me at BIGGIE HAULS. I usually post stuff I pick up before I do a haul. So I picked up, we'll show this first. I picked up No Country for Old Men, Cormac McCarthy. I love Cormac McCarthy. I think I have the mass paperback, like with the movie cover, but I try to convert everything to hardcover. I love hardcovers. So I picked this up. It was $5. And yeah, so I'll get rid of my other one and use this one. And then this I've been looking for a while. It's eluded me like Stephen King hardcover. It has. This isn't the hardcover, but The Stand. It's the edition from 1990. I love this cover. Huge. This had all the added stuff. So Stephen King added just stuff he had cut out to trim down the original book. He added it back in here because he thought it would add more to the fans and the story. Great movie as well. It was like a made-for-TV movie. I really loved it. But yeah, really excited to get that in my collection. And then these next books, it's kind of weird. They're not necessarily new. So my partner is also a giant reader. So we have like separate bookshelves because she has all her books. I have all my books. And I mean, we don't necessarily keep track of what each other buys. So she decided to go through her books and was getting rid of a whole bunch and said, why don't you go through these and see if there's anything you want to read and to keep for your shelf. So she's getting rid of like, I don't know, 15 or so. And I picked up a couple off of her. So actually, before I get into that, she bought me this at a yard sale somewhere she was at. Mad Men Unbuttoned. Mad Men's one of our favorite shows. So essentially, it's just like talking about inspiration of the show and, you know, where they got ideas from. So excited to read that. Like I said, I'm a huge Mad Men fan. Now I'll get into the stuff that's from her bookshelf. You'll see the sociologist in me, essentially. A lot of this is stuff that was for school, but I have a general interest in. So anti-capitalism, Marxist introduction. I'm definitely going to enjoy this. I consider myself an anti-capitalist. I wouldn't say a classical Marxist. I'm kind of like a neo-Marxist. I always believe ideas need to continue to be evolved. But I was very interested in this book because of there's a lot of big globalization professors that write essays. It's just a collection of essays. And I love the study of globalization. We'll see, right? Anytime I like talk about books like this or show anti-Donald Trump comics, I always end up with a thumbs down within a week. You know, I guess I'm just too SJW for the internet. I don't know. Also grabbed Change the World Without Taking Power. The Meaning of Revolution Today. I've had this on my book list for a while, and I didn't realize she had it. But basically, yeah, exactly what it says. You know, how can you change the world but not be a power-hungry person? And you know, what does revolution look like in newer social movements? This is a newer book. So really excited to dig into that. The Marx Engels Reader, second edition. So this is just a collection of essays by both. So stuff from like Capital Volume 1, Critique of the Gotha Program, Crisis Theory, the German Ideology. Basically just like Marxist essays by Marx himself and Engels. And then theories of social inequality. Funny enough, I think my mom gave my partner this, but just another textbook with essays that I'm interested in reading of theories of social inequality, subject I'm very interested in. And then the last book, and then we'll get into some comics, is Mark Pagel, Wired for Culture. He's a evolutionary biologist, I believe. And it sounded interesting to me. It's basically he talks about his theories and discusses how he believes our culture, how we create culture, how we keep culture, is actually from biology and from evolution. So yeah, I'm interested to read it. I don't know what I think necessarily in total about that theory, but yeah, I'm excited to read it. Comics. We're like 24 minutes into it. We haven't gotten in the comics. So if you skip past all the beginning, this is where you start. I should have said that at the beginning, but I didn't know how long it's going to go. So what do we got here? We have BMV trades. If I showed any of the, I tried to check my other videos, but I don't think I actually showed any of these off. So Shadow Man Volume 4, the last volume, really loved this. Now I just need the one that has kind of the miniseries that came after it. Picked that up at BMV. It was like $7.99, I think. Trying to decide where I'm gonna put this stuff. I'll put it right there. Grimm Fairy Tales. I picked up Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is from the like the original series, and Volume 4 from the original series. Different kind of cover because this is a different print than these two. I picked these all up for $4.99. I gotta find Volume 3. I've already read 1 and 2. I'm a big Zenoscope fan. And I picked this up just the other day. I'm halfway through it. Daredevil Season 1, Anthony Johnston and Wellington Elves. I'm liking it so far. The art's pretty okay. They did like a whole line of these, kind of relaunching, not relaunching, but just like getting people familiar with the character quickly. So they did like Hulk, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Avengers. I have the Avengers one, so I picked that up. And now these are Dollarama finds. So I paid $3 at the Dollarama. I've showed these in other haul videos because I pick them up as I see them, but they're basically single issue. They're hardcovers of single issues from the series. So I picked up Young Justice issue 2, so volume 2 of these hardcover. Great Joker and Superboy cover. And the rest are Green Lantern. These don't have numbers, but I believe I got them all in order. So that's this one is now I think I mixed them up. So this one is 0. Let's do it like this. This one is 1. This one is 2. This is 3. And this is 4, I believe. So these are all from Green Lantern, the animated series. So I love Green Lantern. I love the look of these, so I was excited to get those. I'll throw these over here. And now, what you've really been waiting for, almost 30 minutes into it. This is going to be a long video. Comics. And boy, did I get some good comics cheap. And some keys, fella. So I'm going to show you the independent stuff first. This is kind of the whatever stuff, no keys here, but great stuff. So I got Action Labs, Night of the 80s Dead. DaCosta, this one's for you. I know you'll love this. So you Monkey Bot, because who doesn't love the 80s? This is issue 2 of 3. Unless I tell you otherwise, I got all these comics for 50 cents at BMV. I get my comics pretty much at this one BMV. I work for the city. I've already talked about that. But I work all around. And this one place that I work occasionally, there's a BMV right beside it. And all the BMVs have comic places. But most of the BMV comic places have people that like are really into comics. So they got the keys locked up and they're like $100. But this guy, everything's cheap. And it's like literally this guy just throws everything in the 50 cent or the dollar bin. And he's just moving product. I don't blame him. Like, I doubt this is where their money is being made. They're mostly a book and movie store. So he's just trying to get stuff out. So almost everything here I paid 50 cents for. So I was excited to get that. Number 3 of 4, Predator, Bad Blood. Sorry for the glare there. I collect everything Predator and Alien. That was one I didn't have. Got some Valiant, issue number 14 of Shadow Man, and issue number 19 featuring Aerosmith. Yeah, so I collect Shadow Man. Shadow Man, Bloodshot are my favorite Valiant characters. I collect Valiant in trade, but these two characters I am trying to collect the old runs of. I'm not interested in the new runs, just the old one. Well, maybe the new ones. When I see them cheap, I pick them up. And issue number 4 of Bloodshot. Love that cover with Eternal Warrior on it. And then I grabbed issue number 2 of Icon from DC's Milestone. So this was all like black artists, black writers about black characters. And that I collect. I have boxes of like black artists, characters, and writers. So I was very interested in getting that. Now to the DC. I'll show these quickly because I didn't show a video yet. But like everyone else, I picked up Action Comics 1000. That's how long it's been since I've done a video. So I picked up the Dan Jurgens variant, and I picked up the 60s variant. Oh, there's some sirens. I don't know who did the art for that. I can't really remember. Oh, it says right here. Michael Allred and Laura Allred, maybe husband and wife. So this is probably my favorite. I saw this cover before I saw this cover. And I was like, crap. I pulled this cover, so I had to buy it. And I was like, I got to pick that one up too. So that was good. Now we'll get into all the... Actually, I'm going to go out of order. DC first, but I'm going to show my cousin sent some birthday presents, 3 issues. He's a big hip-hop head. He's getting in the comics, but he mostly collects the hip-hop variants. So there was a couple I didn't have that he picked me up. So he got me Cage number 1 hip-hop variant, Jessica Jones number 1 hip-hop variant. I can't think of what the Cage one. Slipping my mind what it's mimicking. This is mimicking Kevin Gates. I'm not a big Kevin Gates fan, but I am a huge Jessica Jones fan. And then the totally awesome Hawk one, only built for Cuban Link. If you are a hip-hop head, you knew exactly. You won't forget what cover that is. So that was awesome. Salute to him. All right, DC. So we have... I picked up Titans number 13. I collect Titans when I see them cheap. 50 cents, can't say no. Issue number 26 from Superman, Volume 2. I have almost all of 1 to 100. I think I'm missing like maybe 5. So 50 cents, I picked it up. Was really excited to get this. Green Lantern 195, because this is like a $20 book. Sometimes. Now it is a little stained and creased there, but you know me, I like them sexy. But this is Guy Gardner becomes a Green Lantern in this issue, an actual official Green Lantern member. And then I also try to do it like this. So I picked up 197. Like I said, these were all 50 cents. 219. And that was it for that volume 2 Green Lantern. Then New 52, I picked up issue number 0. This is the first appearance of Agent Franklin Fed and first appearance of Sierra Baz, who I believe is his sister. I think that's who Sierra is. So excited to get that. And then I don't collect this character, but how can you not get this awesome cover? Issue number 30 of Green Arrow from the Blackest Night. Greg Horn cover, mimicking 76. Yeah, is it what? 70? I don't think 74, 75. I think 76, 79. Something like that. It's eluding me, but that is an amazing cover. Then I was super pumped to find this. I remember seeing this in a shop in Newfoundland, and I think they had like 20, 30 bucks on it. And I was like, I don't want it that bad. So found this for 50 cents. Stars and Stripes, number 0, first appearance of Stargirl. I loved her in Justice League of America, New 52. Loved her in that. I really enjoy her as a character. I was excited to get this. I mean, it's still not a crazy expensive first appearance, but I think she has a lot of potential to go up. Just me. Another 50-cent find. One I didn't even want to pay $5. I see this for $5 all the time. I didn't want to pay it. But Detective Comics, Anarchy. I love the look of Anarchy. I even enjoyed the Anarchy when they had him in Arrow. So this has been on my list to get for 50 cents. I could not say no. Detective Comics 608. Was super pumped to find this for 50 cents. Like I said, this guy probably could have got more than 50 cents for a lot of these issues, but I just don't think he cares. Issue number 1 of Batgirl from the Batman Reborn. So this is the first appearance of the third Batgirl, Stephanie Brown. So I was super pumped. I've read this already. I really enjoyed it. I'll probably try to find the trade and read it. So that's a discussion I was going to have at the end, but I'll have now. I'm trying to really refocus what I collect. So I'm going to try to only collect my key characters: Green Lantern, Superman, Hulk, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Captain. It's like all of them, right? Oh, no. But I'm trying not to do so much. Like, I pick up a lot of miniseries. Like, so the only stuff like that I'm going to pick up is like Alien and Predator stuff. All the Image stuff I'm trying to just, unless I really, really want singles, I'm just trying to buy and trade. And eventually I'm going to convert a lot of the superhero stuff to trade. A, because of room right now. And B, because I do want to start pulling more horror comics. I mean, horror has always been my passion since I was like a baby. That's how long I've been watching horror movies. So, yeah, I want to refocus what I'm collecting. I'm collecting a lot more movie stuff as well now. So yeah, just kind of shape up, be a little more picky with what I'm buying. So now we'll get into the Marvel. Picked up Cage number 2 from the Max series. Love that cover. 50 cents, couldn't go wrong. Annihilation Conquest number 5 is 6. I know I looked, I couldn't find 6 of 6. That first modern appearance of Guardian of the Galaxy, but this to me is just as good. This is actually a picture I use as reference for my Ultron tattoo I got years ago. I love this cover. I've never saw this book in the wild, so I was really excited to get this for 50 cents. One of my favorite Ultron covers. Some Captain America. So I collect Captain America. I have a big run. So this is simply I didn't have these issues. No real keys. So 340, 342, 344. And this was nice to get 363. So this is from that original Crossbone story. I have his first appearance. I have all the issues before this, but I didn't have this one. Now Hulk, we'll get into Hulk, stuff for my Hulk collection. So Hulk and Power Pack, issue number 3 of 4. Love that cover. I'm actually reading the Power Pack Volume 1 trade right now. The Savage World of Sakaar. I have most of Sakaar's stuff, so this was just issues I was missing. So this is a one-shot. Sorry for the glare. Sakaar, Son of Hulk, presents the Savage World of Sakaar. This is another one shot. This is super thick. This is gonna be double or triple size. Love that cover. Then what do we have? So then Son of Hulk, the issues I was missing, number 13. This series always had really great covers. Number 15. Then this is the Sakar Son of Hulk series. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. If you like Silver Surfer, these are some great Silver Surfer covers. And number 9, I love that cover. Silver Surfer, and then you got him in like the badass Planet Sakar outfit. Then I found a couple Black Panther books. Black Panther 526, Lady Bullseye. So this is from a series, Black Panther, the most dangerous man alive, but they went with kind of legacy numbering. Love these covers though. They got like kind of that pulpy 70s look. And then 527 with Luke Cage and Falcon. So I couldn't say no to that. X-Books. New Mutants number 34. A great Psylocke cover. Her rocking that short hair. X-Men book 1, The End, number 6. So this was from the Chris Claremont series he did. Love this cover, North Star, one of my favorite X-Men, you know. And I talk about this every video. There's nothing I love more than you know, crying and holding the limp bodies. Love those covers. So this is a great homage cover. Now, these 2 last books, and then the video's done. I was pumped to find these for 50 cents each. You heard it, 50 cents each. Issue 213 of X-Men. This is like anywhere from like a $15 to a $30 book when I see in the wild. So this issue, Psylocke joins the X-Men, as well as this is the cameo appearance of Mr. Sinister. I don't know. I can't remember if it's Mr. Sinister or the guy that is Mr. Sinister, but his cameo's in this, 50 cents. And this is, for 50 cents, this is in very, very nice condition. Very. And then this was the praise book for 50 cents. I was pumped about this. I had the second print of this. I've had the second print of this for years, but I could never, ever find a first print cheap that I want, enough that I wanted to pay. And this character just keeps getting hotter and hotter. And that is issue number 4, Ultimate Fallout, the first appearance of Miles Morales, the first appearance of Ultimate Spider-Man 2. 50 cents. I was so happy to find this. This is immaculate. He literally had I was talking to him after I bought this, and he had just put these books out in the bin, the 50-cent bins. And he was like, I didn't even know this was a first appearance or anything, or that it was worth any money. And I was like, that's okay, because it's mine now. Pumped to get this. This is one that's going to go in a hard sleeve. Really, really excited to get that. And that is it. We made it through in, probably 45 plus minutes when I'm done talking. So as always, it's the daytime, so no one tuned into this now. I know you guys will watch it later. Thank you for hanging me this long. I'll be back. I got some ideas for some videos, so I'm probably gonna do some reviews. So yeah, I'll be back sooner than later. As always, subscribe, like, share, comment. When you comment, I always comment back. I love talking to you guys. Social media, I'll add it in the bio, but you already know. Biggie Hauls on Twitter, Hauls on Instagram. Like I'm heavy on Instagram, uh, and Facebook. You can find me as well. So yeah, as always, salute. Thank you for watching, and I will be back.